The events I am about to describe completely changed my life. Have no doubt that they will leave a lasting impression on your mind. I was a young woman of 24. I took a 15-day trip after getting permission from my workplace because I wanted to vacation abroad. During my vacation, I met a young man. At first, he was just a temporary vacation fling for me. Then I started getting along well with him and really began to like him. I decided to extend my vacation and stayed in the same city for a month to see him. During this time, his behavior and attention made me very happy, and we decided to get married very quickly. After the wedding, we started having some problems. Our families and cultural differences were huge, but we were still happy and didn't care about such things. We just focused on our life together. About a year passed. I started feeling very bad and went from hospital to hospital, but no hospital could find a solution to my illness. Fainting spells, shortness of breath, sleepwalking, and voices in my head that never stopped. Over time, these started to lead to psychological problems. I couldn't stay home alone anymore. I felt like something was watching me. My husband was a believer in Islam and suggested taking me to a sheikh. I didn't know if it would work, but at that point, I desperately needed anything that could help, so I definitely agreed. He spoke to a preacher he knew and made an appointment. Then we went to the preacher's house. When the preacher saw me, he said there was a problem. My husband had told me we could trust this preacher, that he was a good religious man. We entered the room, and the preacher began to pray in his own language and according to his religion. Even though I didn't understand anything, my only hope was that this situation would end as soon as possible, and I would be free. For about 30 minutes, the preacher looked at a book, plates filled with water, and many other things I couldn't make sense of. Then he told me that black magic had been performed on me, and that it had been done by someone my husband knew. Following the preacher's instructions, we went to my wife's village. There was a well near the village houses. However, this well was not being used properly. There was very little water left at the bottom, and it had been empty for years. My husband was tied to ropes and lowered into the well with their help. And this was one of the moments when we experienced the biggest shock of our lives. The well the preacher mentioned, the baby the teacher described. My husband pulled a baby out from the bottom of the well. Needles had been stuck into certain parts of the baby's body. Its neck was tied with a rope, and it had been thrown into the well. According to the preacher, this baby represented me. It was a baby used in witchcraft. The rope around the baby's neck made it difficult for me to breathe, and the needles in its body prevented my organs from functioning. I'm not normally someone who believes in these things, but we had no other choice, so we followed the instructions. We took the baby to the preacher, who removed the needles from the baby's body with prayers, then the rope around its neck. Then he gave me a piece of paper and a prayer, telling me to read it, memorize it, and read it every night before going to bed. She also said I had to sleep in my husband's underwear for 40 days. We followed these instructions to the letter. We burned the pieces of paper she gave us, put them in a plate. Then we didn't drink any water other than the water she gave us. And days later, from that day until now, for about 30 to 35 days, I haven't felt any discomfort. The pains in my body were gone. I had no breathing problems. I wasn't fainting. I wasn't sleepwalking. Believe it or not, this preacher saved my life. We can't thank him enough. He said he didn't know who had cast the spell, or maybe he knew, but didn't want to say. About 3 years have passed, but we still don't know who the mysterious person behind these events is. The only thing we know is that he was someone my husband knew. Maybe an ex-girlfriend, maybe a family member. But I'm much better today, and I hope I never have to go through something so terrible again.